Hey, welcome back. It's time for another Q&A to keep you guys entertained while I'm indisposed. Today's question comes from, I got to look over at the computer because I forgot the guy's name already. I'm so sorry. Kevin. Kevin asks a question, and now I've forgotten what the question was. I got to go look at the screen again. Give me a minute. You know what? Let's do the intro. I'm back. Kevin asks, what cartridge to use as a training cartridge for the 284 Winchester, because Kevin is starting in F class. And, oh boy, here we go again. Go ahead and fill up the comments with hate. I don't care. I'm going to tell you what I think. The first thing that I will say is I do not like using a 6mm for mid-range when you're going to shoot a big cartridge at long range. The differences in energy between the two cartridges make huge differences in the handling of the rifle, which will make huge differences in how well you shoot and whether you get the yips when you're shooting long range. That's my opinion and has been proven out over many shooters over many years. Now, that's not to say that you can't shoot a 6 once in a while and shoot well with a 284. What I'm saying is you need to shoot the big recoiling gun as much as you possibly can. And I'm going to point to a couple top shooters that are even better than me to make a point. If you look at one guy named Todd Hendricks that has won F-Class Nationals and Southwest Nationals in just a few months apart, Todd only shoots big cartridges. I have never seen Todd shoot a sub-caliber in the last few years. And part of that is simply getting familiar with what you are shooting. They say to fear the man with only one gun. Well, I'm going to change that. Fear the man with only one cartridge. Because Todd brings plenty of guns, but they're all the same cartridge. Now, we can have alternate cartridges, but in my opinion, you need to keep that recoil level up, somewhat equivalent to your long-range gun. For me, that's a 308 Winchester. Right now, I'm launching 185 grain Berger Juggernaut bullets at 2,720 feet a second. This is a little bit below the recoil level of a 284 with 180 grain at 2,800. But it's so close that it doesn't make a huge difference. Other combinations work as well, but the big key here is to make sure that you keep the recoil level approximately equivalent for your training. Like I said, you can shoot a 6 if you want at mid-range, just don't make that 99% of your shooting and then show up at a long-range match with a 284 expecting it to shoot. You need to shoot the big gun more, and more than you think you do. Now, in this time of component crisis, that may not be possible for all of you. It doesn't mean you have to do it today. It doesn't mean you have to stop shooting your 6 today. Wear that barrel out. Enjoy it. Maybe even build another one, but just plan to only shoot it part of the time instead of all of the time. I love 6mm and am in the process of coming up with a way to make 6mm a really interesting game all of its own. And you'll have to stand by for that. It's going through a review process with some of my teammates to see if what I've got in mind makes any sense whatsoever. Please don't send me questions about what I'm talking about. I will let you know when I figure out if it's going to work. All right, guys, if you have questions, send them to me at winninginthewind@gmail.com. And as always, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.